young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Matching hundreds. I'm John.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down, McCaffrey. And an alley to run. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
The numbers for McCaffrey last week. He was creeping up toward 200 yards, thought he was going to get there, didn't quite make it, but also 2 rushing touchdowns.
And even if he only got about half those numbers this week, his team would take it in a heartbeat, wouldn't they? Because last week, he was spectacular.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And caught left side, Olsen. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 15-yard line.
Yeah, Greg Olsen's back for his 13th NFL season. The last 9 have been in a Panthers uniform. Only 9 games for him a year ago, 7 the season before due to injuries. But when healthy, a 1,000-yard receiver in 2014, 15, and 16.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll run with McCaffrey. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Ian Thomas got pressed into action early his rookie season as all-pro tight end Greg Olsen went down with an injury. Ended up with 36 catches, and they definitely see him as the future once Olsen decides to hang it up and maybe become a broadcaster.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And he'll take it out past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A throw over the middle taken in, and they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. That catch, number 750 of his NFL career, and it puts him even with not just one but two Hall of Famers, Michael Irvin and Charlie Joyner. So some pretty good company at 7'5".
Yeah, you're talking about the playmaker, Michael Irvin, and the guy who just made plays, Charlie Joyner. And that's what we're seeing here. Similar style in terms of being dependable, being open, and turning it into plays that you remember.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throwing the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, it can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed. It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Hey, South. Check. Watch 54. Hey, express. Mike 5-4. Switch.
They snap it at 1. Now Ryan. And he's got Sanu. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Ryan to Sanu, good for an Atlanta first down.
11. Ready to go.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys and continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Hey, box drop. Mike.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers about set to go on offense. At his current pace, sure looks well in line for a 1,000-yard season. But some of the older folks watching that remember the 12-game seasons in the NFL probably say, man, it was a lot harder to do that back then.
Yeah, even the 14-game seasons. And, you know, when we talk to those veteran runners.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Panthers have taken the lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Here's Ryan to throw. Looking deep for Julio. And that will be incomplete.
I know exactly why I tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy. But let's face it, good runners always want to be a little...
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, Tuesday.
10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. On 2nd down, it's Freeman, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Hey, 59, ready. Bud. Check 15. Face.
On 3rd down, Ryan. This is brought in by Hardy. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Ready. Got it. Let's go, D.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Let's get off the field, D.
Throwing again. Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Ryan will throw again. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender is making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant you the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. Second quarter here, he has only 1 catch, but they have the lead. You got to think there's going to be more involved at some point.
That's what you would expect, but sometimes what defenses do to take away a player of his magnitude, it costs them in other areas. And right now, with them losing, they may have to change their focus, and maybe he will open up a little bit more as the game goes on.
Yeah, well, so far, just the single catch. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Newton. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. A reminder that coming up later tonight, a good one on Sunday Night Football. We'll see what could have been a playoff matchup a season ago. The Bears and the Rams from L.A. And then tomorrow night, Monday Night Football from down in Mexico. Mexico City, to be precise. The Chiefs and the Chargers going at it.
Mike, check, 59.
On 2nd and 7, Ryan. On the crossing route, complete. It's Jones. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 51 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Ryan. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pisses it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Ryan. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? 2nd quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us. But sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Throwing is Newton. Catch here, left side, Thomas. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. From the 38, Newton. And to the tight end, Olsen, right side. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Newton now to throw. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
12 yards on the return that time. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity. Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. 3rd and 2, now Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
Hey, Zoo.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Right there.
To throw again. Ryan. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Newton to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. The Panthers on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, Newton. And that is incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
Matt Ryan and the offense heading back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to... So I'm waltzing down Main Street, got an umbrella, just a torrential downpour, and I look over, and this guy's stone-faced wearing a poncho that says, "Don't rain on my parade," and he is just angry. And, we got to go. I'll tell you the rest later. Here we go, third quarter.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game. Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
To throw is Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Quick slant there, gets him the first down, 6 yards on the play.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll run on first down. Freeman. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. On third down, Smith. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get the first. The decision to run on third and medium winds up being a good one.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Eric Reed, the former LSU Tiger, making the play on the defensive side. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Ryan. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Only 29 yards on the punt there.
Hello.
Give me a second.
His best. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, And you just tell your guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for
all my
offense,
receivers act like they don't know how to catch passes, man.
Now,
Like they're dropping
do what they
passes.
wanted to do in the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. And Samuel caught left side. No gain there on the completion. Second and 10.
That shit sucks.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion,
I said that shit sucks. It's not fun.
So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's McCaffrey. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here's Newton. And he finds him.
Wow. I had him covered. He's still going to let him catch the ball. Like, literally, just threw the ball through my player.
And we see another pitch and catch
Oh.
to the running back. This position just continues to evolve.
I just saw that.
They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Adrian Claiborne, the one who makes the stop. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. He finds his man. The tight end
Fumble! There we go.
fumble, and the Falcons grab it.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around. We just saw another one.
How? How?
First play of the drive.
Dude is wide the fuck open. How they saying he's getting the...
Throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them
That's
making
what's
it
really
difficult
starting to
to
piss me off.
On 2nd down, Freeman. He's got the first down here.
That's really starting to piss me. Dude is wide the fuck open. How you saying...
That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones
That's
always
just
think
really...
to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he will find Ridley.
There we go, Ridley. Now you finally fucking
down
catching it.
inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 more yards there and another first down. Ryan now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now Ryan. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And he quickly picks it off at the fucking goal line.
Kuechly that picks it. And a big
Are you
turnover
fucking
there
serious?
as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough.
Dude, we're going 13-13 in the fourth quarter.
Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pick.
I'm watching. It's a wild game, but I'm proud of you for your defense.
Come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And we're back now in Charlotte. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Now Newton on 1st down. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey, and he'll get up near the 45. Wow. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Newton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
To throw on 3rd down. Newton. And this is caught. He hits more.
That's so funny.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons.
Commissioner chat shit. But also Houston's melting in the free agent chat.
The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the 1st down. That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great
This broadcast is brought to you by Opal Redenbacher Credit. This shit is fucking titties.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here's Newton. He's going to hit his
Splendid sack there by the man. Grady Jarrett hitting Cam Newton in the backfield for a what appears to be like a 5 or 6 yard loss. God damn it, Cat.
Good defenses, understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Hold on. Archer, I don't know how you managed that, but that's lit.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's
Knocked an empty cup over, upside down. It lands on top of my bong. And like fits around it.
There we go. Face that. Shit. Give me something.
My man's literally like
that's not the penalty you want.
Batista bombed you with your face mask.
Yeah.
That's just wild.
Matt Ryan trying to lead the Falcons from behind. Last year in 16 starts, just 1 4th quarter comeback for the
Kiki is out here just playing lights out. Dude. Like, shit.
I mean, he's a goat, but the fact he's a 12 of 27 passing is wild.
It's because of drop passes, honestly.
I believe it.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Like receivers dropping passes.
I think that's safe to say defensively.
Not really helping,
really
you know.
And because of that,
absolutely not. Never does.
Yeah, they bring in the fucking blitz.
Tackle him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Ryan now to throw on third down.
Might work out for you though.
He's got Sanu.
They always work out when they bring the blitz.
As the tackle's made at the Panthers' 38-yard line.
Still flummoxed how you have that. Still blows my mind. I don't know how that thing happens for you where it shows you the blitz because none of your players have that ability. I mean, it's like there's no settings you could do. It's just like you're gifted.
Looks like we're going overtime. I forgot they got Gerald McCoy. I completely forgot they got Gerald McCoy.
I did too. I also really forgot how much I loved Orville Redenbacher kettle corn. This shit's delicious. I forgot how much I loved kettle corn.
Now it's Ryan.
Another drop pass.
Complete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Oh, that's heinous. It was in his hands.
Huh?
I said that's heinous. It was in his hands.
So third down. They need to get to the 28 for a first.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Hey, team six.
Ryan. And that will be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Drop passes is just the story of this game right now.
Clutch, that one was right down Broadway.
No, it sounds like it, and I'm seeing it now. Good news though, apparently there's a major title update coming to Madden next week, and they should be fixing zones even more, and they should be hopefully tackling the kick meter glitch.
The what? The what glitch?
Where the kick meter glitch.
Oh yeah.
Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers about set to go on offense. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now the second down throw on target. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Archie, you are the only cat I know that will deny human food.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley.
There you go, good tackle.
To the right side, and he's got more complete.
So we're not gonna call that holding though?
At the 40. 6 yards to pick up.
On the outside?
That was legitimately groping.
We're not gonna call that holding on the outside.
Should have been holding on the receiver.
That's
Okay.
that's what I'm saying. Like,
I agree with you.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
like dude was really
Tied up, less than 2 minutes to go.
was being groped.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you
Groping on
back.
the
And let's see what
offense.
they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They stay on the ground.
Now
McCaffrey
the getter and the
again,
defender
whistles, and we're gonna
while the
have
play
another
was in
stoppage
motion.
in play as they call the timeout on defense with
Nice
1:53
gang
left.
tackle.
The Panthers on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And
Nope,
they're gonna
walk
mark him
down.
down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Falcons going to use the second of their
Good
timeouts.
stop.
As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this one is right down
he got
the
that.
way. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them
Who's the kicker?
I don't know.
Graham Gano, yeah. He's gonna make that every time.
Like, drop passes has been plaguing me.
Play it smart. You got a timeout, 142. And really good field position.
Down by a field goal, a minute 38 to go. They need at minimum 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, they're 31 now on 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Good catch.
That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Here's Ryan.
Why? Why?
Oh, I wouldn't have thrown that one, but I fear you. You should have caught it.
To your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away, but you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Lions pass taken in by Ridley, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. They'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
There you go.
Use their third and final timeout.
At least guarantee myself
As they
a
get
field
under
goal.
a minute to go now in the football game.
Oh yeah, good call. If you're gonna take shots, put them to the outside. Don't be put in the middle of the field.
Are they giving me cover 0? They're giving me cover 0! They're giving me cover 0! Oh my god, did they really? They gave me cover 0!
Wow, I know it's a never say never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
Who caught that?
Austin Hooper.
Hooper's in as much disbelief as you are.
They gave me covers. Yo, you saw how I read that right off the bat, like right before I even snapped the ball. I was like, they giving me cover 0.
Yeah, no, for sure. But also, you scored really quick, so make sure you play defense.
Yeah.
I realized that after we were celebrating the score, I'm like, oh shit, they have 3 timeouts in 54 seconds? Jesus Christ. I mean, shit, but you've held the cam in check, so as long as you don't give up a stupid big fucking play through the air, you're fine. Or do that. My eyes literally got huge. It was like, no, Joanne, please tell me you didn't just let them house the kick.
He's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Back to throw.
Really?
And that's complete to McCaffrey. Now the
Carolina not even trying to win.
That's what I
As
said.
they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout? Yeah.
The Panthers on third down. They're hitting it
I'm
just
shook
30%
at my
3 for
record
10.
at this point,
This time
Juwan.
they
I'm not
face
even
a
gonna lie.
3-2.
What's the record?
I'm 7-3 now.
Hey,
Down to
good
15
job.
seconds.
Yeah, your boy's back.
Good job. Too bad I'm not gonna see you in the playoffs.
Gotta go for it here on
You might.
fourth down. Here we go
There's only 3 users projected to make the playoffs out of the NFC.
Game.
They had to go for it with such little time
Game.
remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote.
Yup, Carolina mismanaged the fuck out of that game.
Game.
Good comeback. Also, nice low-scoring game for once. I'm really happy to see that in a CPU game. With other users, it seems like I'm the only one who's like really shutting down computers this season for the most part.
Oh, trust me, I've learned defense.
defense.
I've learned defense, but like I gotta retool my offense because remember I did start off with a high-powered offense. Now I gotta, you know.
Oh god! Apparently Trevor Siemian just broke his ankle in the game.
Oh.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, chat has Corbin throwing a bunch of fucking vomit signs.
3, 2, 1. Game.
Yeah.
7-2-1.
Apparently. Yeah, good shit, dude. Power rankings gonna be looking interesting this next advance. I've climbed back up, dude, because I was at number 1 after this second week. I dropped all the way down to like 17th or 18th after like week 3 or week 4 when I went to 2-2. And then I'm sitting at 6th overall, 5th in the league behind Green Bay. So it's the 5 of us users: Chiefs, Patriots, you, Steph, and me are the top 5 in the NFL.
Well, then again, we are good though. So
I mean, it doesn't surprise me. It just, I know, just we're not going to be very often seeing Corbin 15th in the league and 26th in the NFL. Alright, let's see how bad this ankle injury is.
fuck. Let me go see how many drop passes.
Because everything's blowing up right now. Oh god, I really hope somebody didn't screenshot the busted ankle.
In the league or
Oh, Snapchat.
or in real life?
Real life.
Oh wow. Austin Hooper had 2 drops. Calvin Ridley had a drop. Justin Hardy had a drop. Mohamed Sanu had a drop. Julio Jones had a drop, and Luke Stark had a.
Jesus.
I had 7 drops.
That's a problem.
7 drops, bro. I went
That's
50%.
rough.
I went 50% completion. I went 18 for 37. So if I didn't have those 7 drops.
Yeah, Jesus. Who the fuck is playing it? Oh my god.
Bruh, you know if I didn't have that drops, I would have completed 69% of my passes.
Shit.
Who they playing?
The Jets. That's who, back for the guys who just blew his ankle out. Baker's 9 of 15 for 116. Chubb's 9 for 43 on the ground for a touch. Beckham's got 54 in the air.
Calvin Ridley 5 for 59 in the drop. Julio Jones 5 for 1 off down in the drop. Mohamed Sanu
Myles Garrett got himself a sack.
3 for 28 in a drop. Austin Hooper. Mohamed Sanu had a touch, like literally had beat the coverage deep. And dropped
I do
the ball.
appreciate that you weren't spamming Julio this game. Like, you legit did try to throw to other receivers this week.
And they just
shit on you. I'll probably amend it that it's like, yeah, we prefer sim stats, but I mean, if your receivers are dropping shit or your running game's not working, we expect you to play to win. So I mean, do what you have to do, so long as it's still realistic gameplay in the sense that you're not choosing it. No, that's why I'm gonna say, like, we'll make sure that we're not penalizing you for like having to throw to your targets a lot, because like, shit, your dudes can't fucking catch.
Like, people are saying I'm spamming Julio. It's like, if you watch my games, I really don't spam Julio. Fucking scheme.
Everybody else just drops passes.
Like, you saw how many times Austin Hooper got fucking open and just...
No, my issue is more with people like the Chiefs' Tyreek Hill. 84 catches for 1,747 yards and 15 TDs already.
I mean, I guarantee you my Julio Jones has realistic stats compared to that. More realistic stats compared to that.
Julio's only got like 75 more yards than me right now. He's got like 11 more receptions, but I got more touchdowns. Like Julio, 51 receptions, 985, and 6 TDs, 6 drops. Odell's got 40 catches for 912, 9 TDs, and 5 drops. So like you're on par with me, and like even looking at Schuster-Smith for the Steelers, 66 receptions, 1293, and 9 touches. That's not off.
I'm gonna build up my
I know we got a new.
I'm gonna have to build up my O-line in the off season though.
Yeah, same. I'm either hitting it in the draft or hitting it in a.
I'm gonna have to hit it in the draft. Like everything I'm gonna have to do is hit in the draft. I have no cap space, bro.
I really don't have cap space either, so I might have to do the same. I'm also thinking I'm gonna cut Olivier Vernon in the off season.
Like I might have to trade somebody. I might have to trade somebody just to make some cap space, bro.
There you go, Falk.
Boy, that Falcons game last night, though. Boy.
Yeah, I heard you were at the game.
Yep.
You know Andrew Murray, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was at the game, but he's an Eagles fan.
No, yeah, fuck that guy.
Murray's my boy. I love that guy, but yeah, no, I don't like his allegiances.
You know what's bad? They was stopping me the whole game, and I still, came through on the clutch at the end.
Oh, what a carry by Montgomery.
So I'm 7-2-1. God damn.
Yeah, I want to see how many upgrades you got.
Oh yeah, I am still streaming. Alright, let me start in now.